What you doing, fool? Look what I got. Look what I got. This is true. Ready, heel? Good. Yes. Getting that pause as he's right. It's a little pause. Good. Yes. I try to wait. So the barking is kind of, it's excitement, right? He's like, hey, come on, let's play. It's also kind of a demand thing, right? So the protection guys, they want that. Ready, down? Good. Nope, down. Good. Heel. So I think his heel technically is the right side. Good boy. Yes. But I've seen some guys a long time ago, they would say heel right, heel left, right? It all depends on what you do with your physical, right? You can just use one word and you go heel. Good. Sit. Good. Yes. I moved before I yes. Did you see him flinch? That was my fault. He was doing real good. Now, I think his mom we did the speak, right? To get him to speak, but when he does it on its own, right? Come here. Sit. Speak. Yeah, good boy. Sit. Nope, sit. Good. Yes. Right. Let's see. What was my plan? Talking about feeding. So his mom likes to give him food very first thing. Some people say that's a terrible time because their body is in full, let's go do something. So you want to get, like usually what I do with these guys, I do my guys, see like he's like, blah, 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 you just ignore it, right? 1, 2, 3. Heel. No attention. Good. Yes. Oh. But like, so my guys, I finally, it took me a long time to get to 1 meal a day because it's the human thing. It's like, I eat 3 or 4 times a day. They don't need to. Ready, down? Down. Good. Do you remember this one? Middle? Come on. You remember this? He said, I remember it was food. Here, come here. Ready? Middle? Good. Down? Good job. What are you looking at? We always have cats over there. I thought he was looking at a cat. Good boy. Yes. So what I do with these guys that are 2 times a day, but it took me a long time to get over. It's like, oh, you know, blah, blah, blah. But finally, like with more studies about how it's actually more healthy for them to eat once a day and it being the end of the day, I was like, okay, I'll finally do it. I wanted to stop doing it. I kind of, at first I want to stop doing it mainly because it was a pain in my butt. And I'm like, well, I can't stop feeding them their breakfast because it's a pain in my butt. That's not right, right? But then, and then I started seeing people talking about only once a day. And then there was a big study came out from the Pet Aging Project that said once a day it's more healthy for them. So there's less unnecessary vet checkups for like health stuff. And then, what else did they say? I think something about the energy's better, right? Less anxieties and all that stuff. Which I think gets into when you feed them breakfast, especially if you feed them breakfast before they've worked and exercised, then ha, good boy. Ready, heel? It's good enough for us, right? The dumpster over there. Good. Yes. We had them until they started being. Yes. What was I saying? About once a day. So anyways, I finally went to once a day. Except for Tank. As a puppy, I still did twice a day. Because I don't remember them saying anything about that. And so I kept him twice a day. But he worked for his breakfast. But now that he's a year old, he's on once a day. So at least exercise and work with them first, and then give them breakfast. Oh, and I recently saw, I think it was just yesterday, I saw a breeder that said it's actually better to not feed them for 2 or 3 days. I'm like, wow. What else was I supposed to talk about with this guy? The feeding time matters, right? So if you're only going to feed once a day, don't do breakfast, do dinner time, right? So if you keep it twice a day, at least get some of that energy out. Go play with them, do a little bit of work. What is this? What is this? 7 minutes, right? So 7 to 10 minutes of structured play, and then give them his breakfast. Ready? Ha! You didn't see it? Ready? So anyways, what I do with these guys, I told his mom I thought I was only doing them once a day, but I do them, I was doing them twice a day. But that's what I was doing. I was doing after this one. Like years ago, what I would do is I'd go potty walk, and then I'd feed everybody, and then I'd do their exercise. Well, I changed that to feeding. So sometimes I would be feeding their breakfast at like 10 o'clock. They don't care, dude. But I changed that to, why I changed it, so they could at least be fully exercised. So potty walk might only be 15 to 20 minutes here, right? And then I bring them out and I exercise them for a minimum of 30 up to an hour. Sit. Shake. Both hands? Okay. Right? So at least get them exercise first and then feed them. Ideally, change to once a day. And it's still the same amount of food, right? So like say you would do, let's just say 1 cup at breakfast and 1 cup at dinner time. You would just do 2 cups at dinner time. So it's the same calories. Now he needs less, right? So let's say he does 2 cups of food in a day. Give him 1.5 cups of food, right? So breakfast can go down to half a cup, and then dinner can be 1 cup, or just go to the 1 time a day. Because you need to lose a couple of pounds, right? All right, let's go. I think that's good for your play. Let's go free walking around. It's usually about 20 minutes, and then the walk back is about 10.